India is a vastly unreached part of the earth. There are over 1.4 billion people who live in India, and almost 95% of them have no one actively sharing the gospel with them. Of all the places in the world that need to hear the gospel, India is definitely at the top of the list. On a recent vision trip, I got to experience that need for Jesus firsthand. For the first 2 days, I went to Hyderabad and met an Indian church planter whose family are members of Salem. His goal is to reach the rural areas of India with the gospel, the places where no one is currently sharing about Jesus. After that, I headed to Mumbai, a city of 21 million people, where only 4% of the population are Christian, and around 41% of the people live in the slums. We spent 4 days there sharing the gospel and training the local believers how to share the gospel with their community as well. We then headed to Ahmedabad, a city of 7 million people, and did the same thing there as well. While we were there, we shared the gospel with over 240 people, and 13 of those people decided to follow Jesus. The local pastors are now following up with discipleship and training. While it seems impressive that in just 8 days, 13 people decided to follow Jesus, in reality, those 13 people make up less than 1/10,000% of the populations of Ahmedabad and Mumbai. What Jesus said is definitely true. The harvest is great, but the laborers are few. The need in India is vast, but there are several ways Salem can make a difference. First, they need people to come and share the gospel. There is also a great need for discipleship training for the local believers. There are a number of house churches, but the local believers need training in how to share their testimony and how to share the good news of the gospel with those around them. At Salem, we would like to send 2 to 3 teams per year to share the gospel around India and to train the local believers. Please pray for the lost in India and for the people who are actively sharing the gospel. Please consider giving financially to the need to help send teams to share the gospel and to train people. Please also pray about whether God is calling you to go yourself. In Isaiah 6, God asked, "Who will go for us?" Will you be like Isaiah and say, "Here am I, Lord, send me"?